What is up, everybody? Today is a interesting video. It's kind of more of a PSA kind of thing, trying to get people to hop on a trend, perchance. I am in Swarm Simulator. Yes, the very game that a lot of people on Roblox enjoy. And no, the Forge is not getting removed from my channel. I'm definitely going to make some videos over the winter break. A lot of you have. It's just, there's really nothing to do right now. Of course, I'm grinding to make some really good videos for you guys. But I kind of wanted to take some time and make a video just to announce something very interesting about B.S.S that I've been kind of discovering, as when I am not playing Forge or Fish, I've actually been attracted to this game because it's kind of weird. Obviously, Beesmas is around the corner. If you do not know what that is, that's basically just the winter event that comes around every year, and usually you do see a spike in concurrent players, but this year is very different. So if you look at an old graph dating back to around 2022 to 2024, showing both that whole like time gap period for Beesmas, showing all the concurrent players, Beeswarm usually hits around 30 to 60k, but as of right now, Beeswarm is actually hitting 100,000 players concurrently, and it's actually seen a massive spike in new players, roughly 300,000 plus, which kind of means that this Beeswarm might be the best of all time, or at least in a while, because the Beesmases that we've seen in the past haven't even been that good, even though they've been a part of Roblox egg hunts and, you know, special events. But I think this year's Beesmas is just crazy because there's so many creators and YouTubers talking about new things that Onett's doing, because if you didn't know, Onett is super secretive about this game. But one thing people have been talking about is admin abuse, because we've seen it in every other game, and we've seen it be oddly carrying fan bases in every game. So I think Onett is actually going to be reviving admin abuse in Beeswarm, because if you guys didn't know, Onett is actually the founder of admin abuse in Roblox. He would basically spawn global events in servers where people could get random loot, and so after that he just kind of stopped for some reason. But I think now there's actually proven screenshots of him testing admin abuse panels, so I think he's actually bringing it back for Beesmas, and I think that's why so many people are actually joining. And that's why I think it's actually such a good time to be on this game. One, because it's fun as heck. I mean, like, I've been having a blast playing this for a week and a half straight. I mean, I'm not the best, obviously, but trust me, there are levels to this, guys. It's like impossible. I mean, I have 3 billion, and I would say I'm low mid-game just because the level gap in high skill players and low skill players is so great. And I think that's what makes this game so different between every other game on Roblox that's trending right now. For example, we will take like Fish, the Forge, and Steal a Brain Rot, for example. In the Forge, there's really no new content right now until the new update, so everybody is at the same level, except some people just have more money than others, which isn't that impressive. There's really only one thing that people will be good at. But in Beeswarm, there are leaderboards all around the map on very different things. I mean, there's daily honey, all-time honey, boss events. I mean, there's a lot of things to do in this game. It's almost endless. There's thousands of quests. I mean, there's almost 1,000 plus in this NPC right over here. I've been looking at the wiki for probably 3 days straight, just seeing how far I can get into it. But the level gap in this game is so crazy. I think it keeps players hooked, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a really good thing, because it's just really fun. You don't get bored of it as easily as you do, no offense, the Forge. Yeah, it still has a lot of players right now, but I think it'll just die down, because if they don't keep updating as much as they do, they're not going to be able to get enough content out where people can like space out. This is also seen in Fish. Although there are a lot of things, and I mean a lot of things to do in Fish, people just macro the game heavily, and by macroing heavily, get everything they want. Yeah, if you didn't know, Beeswarm is one of the #1 macro games. I mean, there are multiple macros for this game, but you don't really see people telling you that macroing will instantly make you a pro. Yeah, it helps. Macroing is advocated, by a lot of people. But I mean, I can macro for 3 days and only be at maybe 20 billion, while some people have quadrillions. So there are real skill gaps in this game, and I think that's why it's so good to get on now, because if you guys did not know, Beesmas comes with not just special items, but a lot of codes and buffs. It will just give you countless on countless buffs. I mean, if you look at the wiki right here, every code that Onett's made has been really helpful to the community because he doesn't post them often. This kind of makes them a reason for people to come back to the game. So today's PSA video has just kind of been telling you why you should come back. And the second part I'm about to talk to you guys about right now is what you should be doing if you do come back. So a tiny little progression guide, that I've been scouring a lot of information from on the web will let me tell you guys that, first of all, once you do join this game, and if you have nothing, is what I am assuming, your first goal is to get to 25 bees. So you're just going to basically come over to this egg shop and you're just going to purchase eggs until you hit 25 bees, filling out your hive. And then from there, you will have access to the 25 bee area up on the mountaintop. And from there, you can actually buy these hive slots. And then from that, you want to get 35 bees to be able to have access to the windy area. And honestly, you can stop there on the bees, because as long as you have that, you have access to every area possible in the game, so you can access every NPC's quest for Beesmas, which is very important because Beesmas does last a while, but it's good to be able to start the quests early. Now, the second thing I would try to get, guys, are gifteds, but that will take a long time, and I don't want to get into it because it's very complicated if you do a really in-depth guide to it. But for what I will tell you, if you do get gifteds, watch a couple guides on that, because you're going to want to really know what to focus on. But just try to get to that 35B goal so you are prepared to be able to accept every NPC's quests. Yeah, you will not be able to get quests from RoboBear because you do need to have a couple things provided to you first. And doing the Spirit Bear will be hard just because of her quests being like one of the hardest in the game. And secondly, guys, I would go over to this little building over here in the 15 area near the Science Bear. And actually, you have a second NPC here called the Dapper Bear, and he kind of manages all of these things right here called planters. Now, just besides these, Beesmas kind of gives you access to special planters that resemble these right here, the paper and ticket planters, but instead of being these kind, they are usually Christmas themed. So you're going to want to be making sure you're putting these around every field you can until the capacity has been reached, because Christmas drops are really useful all year round, because obviously you're not going to be able to get them until the next Beesmas. And guys, I wouldn't really focus on getting super progressed into certain hives. You're just going to want to be able to kind of stay in your own world, because you're going to have to be kind of on this level of honey making to be a certain hive color, which are actually kind of confusing as well. There are a lot of parts of this game, and like I said, that is the main reason why it does so well. But when you've done enough things you can with getting 35 bees and kind of loosely following my progression guide, the main goal of Beesmas is to actually try to buy everything in these shops. It is not here right now, but on this side of the screen, there will usually be a snowflake or gingerbread icon, which you can click, and a store will pop up showing you every single item you can buy for Beesmas. And these items, depending on how many snowflakes or this year's currency it takes to purchase, can be crazy for progression. And usually it scales in difficulty to be able to buy them, usually costing around 10,000 snowflakes to buy a mythic egg, which gets you some of the very rare and useful bees. But you can also buy things like festive beans and festive planters to help you along the way as well. And you're just going to really want to stack up on those, and you don't even have to use them during Beesmas. You can just keep them in your inventory and they will pretty much last you until the next Beesmas if you are careful about it. But guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Don't worry, I'll be making some other videos on Fish, Forge, and anything else I kind of feel like I want to help you guys out on and show you guys the secrets that I have in each game. I've been doing a lot behind the scenes. It's been a lot of work. But if you enjoyed today's video, please like and sub so I can bring you some more fun content to enjoy. But that's it. So I'll see you guys on the next one.